Your right foot in the brake for me. Man, how you doing? Alright?
Yeah, too bad.
13, 14. I'm Gordon, pleased to meet you.
How you doing there?
So you've been out in the Hurricane already, what was that like for you?
Interesting first experience.
That's, yeah, it's quick, isn't it?
It's quick and it's just getting used to the paddles and the no clutch.
Yeah, I mean, you just forget about your left foot, it's totally redundant. This car works exactly the same way as it does in the Hurricane. Right foot braking, right foot accelerating, up the gears, down the gears, just like what Ian had been doing. I'll tell you when it changed up, when it changed down. I'm sorry, there's a puppy the guy's carrying, it's actually fast asleep.
Yeah, that's right.
His arms must be killing him.
Is he coming on with it?
Yeah, he's
the
waking
ride.
up.
So
yeah,
he's getting closer together.
They are, that's one thing. So what I'll say, where your foot is there, that's perfect. So have it over the brake.
Yeah.
Maybe get it a little bit closer to the throttle, just so rather than having your foot over the throttle and pivot into the brake, because it's so close, sometimes you can catch both pedals at once and the throttle always wins. So have it a little bit closer to the brake so you pivot to the throttle, so it's always covered by the brake. Everything works the same as a Hurricane. Every single thing works the same. Up gears, down gears, right foot braking, right foot accelerating. One thing is, it's slightly lighter the steering in this car than it is in the Hurricane.
Right.
It's also rear wheel drive. Same sort of power. We don't have four wheel drive, so we change that how we drive. We get around that how we drive the car. So get the turn right hand steering down. Good. So get your thumb blocks right to that part of the steering wheel. So what I'm looking for is race car driver hands. So you're keeping the hands in that position there. So we don't need to like shuffle the wheel or feed the wheel through. Because it's like driving around a 50p. So nice and smooth with the steering. On the way out the corners, I'll be saying more power, full power. So you're turning the car in, you exit the corner, you're adding more throttle to get the car straightened up. So straight steering wheels, that's full power. Any more than that and full power, you end up in a sticky mess in the grass somewhere. So nice and smooth with stuff. Let's just get you out and enjoying it. As long as you're not going over and above what I'm saying, like you're not braking late in the braking night boards, I'll start building your confidence levels up and we'll go quicker and quicker and quicker, every lap. Take the first couple of corners sensibly, but quick enough to get a good feel for these brakes and feel for the steering and stuff. You've got to press the brake pedal pretty hard on this to get it to...
I was thinking, it's not just because it's stopped, it's very heavy.
Yeah, it will loosen up when we get going, but it is a heavier brake than what the Hurricane is. The Hurricane brake's quite a high brake, so as soon as you touch the brakes it wants to stop you. This you've got to press it a little bit harder. It's different characteristics, but let's get into first gear now with the upshift. A little bit of throttle, pull the car forward. We're fine, just... stop and get a picture taken. You've got a good selection of cars.
I have got the 5,
Yeah, that's brilliant.
So, I've been told to leave the McLaren to the end.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Does this window go down for the photo?
It will do, yeah, I'll get it down for you in a wee second.
Can I ask you a question? What's the score?
So you should have marked out at 40, so it's out. I was too slow, I should have said 100.
I was sitting back and I hope that's not out of 100. That's not a good sign.
No, it's out of 40, so that's a respectable score for your first car. So it's based on how you listen, how well you drive, and you should increase your score time after time.
Cheers. The one thing I know I'm going to is keep my hands in this position here.
It's easy to think.
Can I just go here now?
Like this now. Yeah, out we go. So nice and steady in the pit lane, up to second gear. And up to third gear, round to the right hand side for the racing line, nice and tight to these cones on the right. Off the brakes at the double cones, you want to be over towards that yellow cone. That's the racing line, so you're going in between each set of cones. So run the car out wide at this corner, squeeze on the power, full power now, full power. Brake hard on the brakes, down one gear, so keep it in third gear. Double cones, off the brakes, into your yellow cone, pick up the throttle, hold it there over towards that yellow cone, run the car out wide as you get on the power, more power. Braking harder here. Off the brakes, feeding on that power, more power now, and full power. Keep on the power, lift off, braking harder, down a gear, off the brakes, turn the car in, gently in the power, more power now, full power, braking harder, wait to get on the power, hold on the power there, feed on the power now, more power, down a gear, and on the brakes, and off the brakes, squeeze on that power. He's already seen us, squeeze on the power, gently in the power, full power now. We're going to let you pass in a minute. Off the brakes, he's seen us, so when I say overtake, we'll overtake, get right up behind him and round the outside of him and overtake. And full power now, good, perfect. Make it hard here. Off the brakes, turn the car in, the line's a bit tighter now, squeeze on that power exit, full power now, keep on the power. Up here, on the power, keep on the power, keep on the power. That's it, braking harder now, well done, good. Down a gear, down a gear. Off the brakes, turn the car in, pick up the throttle, not too early though. More power now and full power. Full power now. Braking harder. Off the brakes, wait to get past. Keep right up behind them though, right up behind them. That's it, right up behind them. As soon as we can get past, it'll be exactly the same as the last time, overtaking the right hand side after this corner here. On the power, keep on the power. A little bit more power, a little bit more power, full power now and overtake. Hard. Off the brakes. Turn the car in, squeeze on that power. Run the car away to the right hand side, full power now. Make it hard here. Off the brakes. Wait to get the power. Attempt for any extra laps in this.
Sorry?
Attempt for any extra laps for 20 quid.
Does that mean one more?
You can do 1 for 15 or 2 for 20.
One.
1 for 15, keep on going. Keep on the power, keep on the power. On the brakes. And off the brakes. Squeeze on that power. Hold it there, good. Bit more power. Brake hard. And off the brakes. Pick up the throttle. Wait to get on the power, add a little bit more on now, run the car at wide, full power, full power, full power, full power, hard on the brakes, down a gear, off the brakes, good, squeeze on that power as you exit. Yeah, it's 1 for 15 or 2 for 20, so 5 quid more you get an extra lap.
I'll just do the one.
That's perfect, no worries. We'll squeeze on the power, full power this time, full power, car straightened up, hard on the brakes, going straight on this time, down a gear, full power, slowing it down now for the pit lane. Well done, that was excellent. It's quick, isn't it?
That's fast, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I don't know if it's a confidence thing, but that's faster than that previous one.
yeah,
Might have been the way I was driving it.
it's definitely quicker. Good. We'll pull forward and then we'll stop at the board, which is just where the fire extinguishers are there.
Which ones are?
Just stopping here. That's perfect. Stopping here. Good.
Is it the two paddles?
Yeah, the two paddles together, that goes into neutral. Well done. Good.